All right, 3, 2.
Sports. Sports ain't serious, but the business of sports is very serious. And right now, this time of year, it's about the business. And I'll tell you who got the business. KC cut Donnie Edwards, Damon Hewitt, and Patrick Surtain. These, you know.
Hey man,
Damon Hewitt,
gotta get out of the cap.
Yeah, man. And
Recession hitting everybody.
Yeah,
the
it's a recession. You right, Guru. It's a recession.
Man, if you don't believe it, shit. And who else, man? Fred Taylor, they let him go.
Hey, and they gonna offer Maurice Jones-Drew some money, so you know that man. That's all about. Hey, you gotta go with what you go with.
And they franchise tagged little boy.
Oh, Darren Sproles.
Yeah, and then they're talking about renegotiating LaDainian.
Yeah.
Now, that leads me into what I was going to talk about. Coach stepped to Marvin Harrison, talked about renegotiating, and he was like, "Fuck that."
It was mutual. It was like nope, and he was like nope. He wasn't gonna get that 13-point-something million,
right.
And they wasn't go. He wasn't gonna negotiate. So they were like, "Hey man, let's just part ways."
Now you know what's interesting about that? Marvin Harrison, when you talk about it, you talking about the epitome of what people would like
a receiver to be.
Yeah, he doesn't talk a lot of shit. He doesn't spike the ball, do a lot of dances. But underneath all of that, I think he got a little bit of that thing all receivers got. Which is, no, fuck that. I want the ball. And I think him not wanting to renegotiate when this is the only team he knows, the only team he's played for, the only quarterback he's had thrown to him. For him to go, fuck no, I ain't taking no less money. It's got to be a little bit of that shit in it.
It is. It is because, man, you 36.
37 in August.
Yeah, so you looking like, for you to do that, I'm like, wow. You would think he'd be like, I just want to finish out my career.
Right.
He like, fuck you. I'm trying to get paid.
So, but I do respect the fact that even if that is the underlying attitude, he keeps that shit in-house, in locker room.
Right.
You don't see it on the media. So, my question now is, now you hear Donovan talking about, for the first time in God knows how long, give me some fucking help or I don't want to be here. Man. So do you think that correlates with Marvin saying,
yes, I do. I'm going to tell you why. This is a Philadelphia guy. Donovan's in Philadelphia. They both played on the same team in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Man, this is it's too obvious. Go ahead, pick him up, Philly. You got a dependable, reliable, smart veteran who can come in and teach Deshaun Jackson, probably a little bit, but not a lot. But that's one guy you could add to your rotation and go pick up either a T.J. Houshmandzadeh or Tony Gonzalez, or find somebody else in the draft. But man, it's not hard.
Right.
The Donovan has the right to tell you this because this man has showed you and backed it up. For those people who detract and always talk shit about him, fuck you. Donovan always produces.
Yeah.
All this stuff about, well, he's not a winner, all this and that. You guys look for every excuse under the sun to downplay this man, and he's done everything with less talent.
And the one time he had a premier receiver,
thank you,
took him to the Super Bowl.
And when that person got hurt, he still took him to the Super Bowl.
This year that just passed, they gave him a talented young cat, and he went into the playoffs, even though they didn't look like they was gonna make it.
Exactly.
Ray Lewis, Bart Scott. Which one is gonna stay? Which one's gonna bounce?
Man, you keep Bart Scott because Bart Scott is not. I don't think he's old. Yeah, he's not old.
Well, then does Ray Lewis go New York Jets or does he go Dallas?
He goes Dallas for the simple fact that he wants to prove to everybody that he can go from this team, which doesn't have the talent, to a talented team and take over there. Ray is going to try to enforce his type of not bravado, but attitude onto them.
Now let me ask you something. Now when you think of that, you talking about Dallas, you talking about kind of a basketball player attitude over there, right? So do you think when he come in there, you know, chest pumping and all that, and telling them, all right, look, listen to me, you know, and trying to talk to him, you know, 300 style, do you think Cat's gonna listen or Cat's gonna be like, when he turns his back, fuck that motherfucker, I ain't gotta listen to him. We Dallas, we don't be doing that Baltimore shit over here.
Some will.
Do you think that's gonna happen?
Some will, some won't. I believe DeMarcus Ware will pull into it because he's seen what this man has done, and he has the vision, and he's humble enough to take it. But some of these cats, Tank Williams, all them, they'll be like, man, fuck this motherfucker, man. This is bullshit.
If I was him, I'd go to the Jets. His D coordinators over there, and it would be a symbiotic type thing. How you say that word? One person feeds off the other. You graduated college, you motherfuckers should know.
I don't know big words.
But anyway, you know what I'm talking about, how one feeds up, helps off the other one. Like a little bird that eats the fleas off the, anyway. Because you're talking about a new head coach who's trying to implement a system.
Right.
And if Ray Lewis is there, then he knows, look, you know how I want this ring.
Right.
What I say, you can reinforce it by being on the leader of my
You my coach on the field.
There you go. Like when Phil Jackson came here to the Lakers, he brought in Ron Harper and a couple of other cats from Chicago.
You my coach on the court.
There you go. So I personally would go to the Jets. But, you know, it is what it is. Albert Hainsworth, what's up with him, though?
Hey, man, this cat is trying to get as much money as possible.
Money.
And he's harping as much as he can about Atlanta. But I understand what Atlanta's telling him. Atlanta's like, man, we don't need no problems.
They don't need no problems.
We don't. It's not that you can't play, dog. We don't need no problems.
Plus, like everyone's been saying on the professional real channels, he plays hard when contracts are up.
Thank you.
So, I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure somebody with big money is gonna sign him. I don't think it's the Titans. He's gonna get his paper.
Yeah.
But where? Shit, y'all tell us. Tell us what you think where Hainsworth gonna end up getting his paper.
Because honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you, he the kind of motherfucker to be up in the club.
Yeah.
They don't need that in Atlanta.
You know. And Nate Washington, the third receiver out of Pittsburgh, he's a free agent. And Tennessee is talking, they saying Tennessee is looking at him. Now, this is from a personal point of view. I feel like Nate, I don't know what the Pittsburgh is going to offer him. I do know this about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh breaks off maybe one player a year with big money.
Okay.
Everybody else, they'll say, look, this is what we're offering. If that's not good enough, go make your money. They do that year after year. I saw it with Franco Harris. I saw it with Rob Woodson. I saw it with, you know, just player after player. Greg Lloyd, Joey Porter. After so long, it's like Pittsburgh will do your first contract you come into the league with them with.
Right.
If you're a good player, you'll get that second deal, that second contract. When it comes time to renegotiate that third time, most likely, if you asking for big money,
it ain't coming.
It ain't coming. You know, they're only going to break off one person per year. You know what I'm saying? If that. So, Nate Washington, if you're looking for your big money, I would say fuck with Tennessee. And you're probably going to go from being you're going to feel the heat of trying to be that #1 guy, and it probably ain't going to work out.
Right, probably not.
But if you stay there in Pittsburgh, you know, yeah, you're going to play second fiddle to Santonio Holmes quite a bit. And Hines Ward is already established, you know, as a legend. You know what I'm saying? But you will be on a successful team, and you'll be remembered more for being part of that winning organization than possibly doing Alvin Harper and leaving a Super Bowl team to be the man and find out you was the man sitting next to the man.
Sit next to the man.
Yeah, so I would stay. But if you're about making your money because you got your ring, man, do your thing and make your money, for real, man. Big ups to you. I know there's a lot of cats we didn't talk about, but we talked about what we want to talk about. You feel me? So it's up to y'all. Y'all know how we get down on the chop shop. We chop it up, y'all chop it up, and then we discuss it later. Big ups to all the fans, man. We just wanted to put a little something out there. You know, we working. You know,
that's right.
We ain't sitting at home getting stimulus packages. You know what I'm saying? So
I need a bailout.
I need to bail out. It's late. We gone, y'all.
All right.
Peace.